You woke up this morning and before your feet even touched the floor, you checked your phone. Don't feel bad. So did about 4 billion other people. But here's what none of them stopped to ask. Why? Why is the first thing you reach for not water, not silence, not even your own thoughts, but a screen? Because for most people, it isn't a choice. Not really. And today I'm going to show you exactly why and what you can do about it. The answer is one word: dopamine. And once you understand what's happening inside your brain every time you open that app, you will never look at your phone the same way again. Dopamine is your brain's reward chemical. But here's the part most people get wrong. It doesn't get released when you feel pleasure. It gets released when you anticipate it. That moment right before you find out if someone liked your post. Right before the next video autoplays. That electric feeling of maybe something good is about to happen. That is dopamine flooding your system. Your brain doesn't care if the reward is real or good for you. It just wants the hit again and again. Now think about who built the apps you use every day. Billion-dollar companies with teams of neuroscientists and behavioral psychologists whose entire purpose is to keep you on the platform one more minute. They test the color of buttons, the timing of notifications, the sound of an alert. Every design decision answers one question: does this make the user stay longer? The infinite scroll was invented so there's no natural stopping point. The red notification badge was chosen because red triggers urgency in the human brain. The notification sound was engineered to produce a dopamine spike the same way a bell produces saliva in Pavlov's dog. You have been conditioned, deliberately, scientifically. None of this is accidental. Let me tell you about slot machines. You know why people can't stop pulling that lever even when they're losing? It's not because they always win. It's because they sometimes win. Unpredictable rewards create the strongest dopamine loops in the human brain. Your social media feed works the exact same way. Sometimes you scroll and find something that moves you. Most of the time it's nothing, but that unpredictability keeps you pulling the lever anyway. Every time you chase that cheap hit, you raise your brain's baseline stimulation. You tell your nervous system this is normal. So when you try to read a book or do deep work, your brain feels underwhelmed. Real life starts to feel boring. Quiet feels unbearable. That is not a personality flaw. That is damage from chronic overstimulation. And it is completely reversible. But recovery doesn't feel good at first. The first few days of cutting back feel like withdrawal, restlessness, irritability, a hollow feeling like something is missing. That discomfort is not weakness. That is your brain recalibrating. Push through it because on the other side is something most people have forgotten: the ability to focus, the ability to sit inside your own life and feel it. Every hour lost to mindless scrolling is an hour not spent on the skill, the business, the relationship, or the body you say you want. The phone doesn't steal time from you. You give it time, and time is the only thing you can never get back. So here's what you do. Delete the apps from your home screen. Turn off every non-essential notification. Create a specific window for social media use, and outside that window, it doesn't exist. Then replace the scroll with something that earns you dopamine instead of just borrowing against it. Go for a run, do deep work on something that matters. Call a friend and have a real conversation. The dopamine from real effort is slower to build, but it's deeper, and instead of leaving you hollow, it builds something inside you. Every time you put the phone down and do the hard thing, you are rewiring your brain. You are strengthening the pathways that lead to discipline and focus. And you are starving the ones that lead to distraction. That is not motivation speak. That is neuroscience. You are not addicted because you are weak. You are addicted because a trillion-dollar industry spent decades engineering the perfect trap for the human brain. But here's what they didn't count on: awareness. The moment you see the trap clearly, it loses power over you. Your attention is the most valuable thing you own. Right now, a significant portion of it is being sold to advertisers by systems that don't know your name and don't care about your life. The people who will win in the next decade are not the most talented. They are the ones who can focus when everything around them is designed to distract. So right now, not tomorrow, turn off one notification. Delete one app from your home screen. Make one decision that says, my attention belongs to me. Small moves made consistently across months and years. That is how lives get built. The life you want is not on that screen. It never was. Go build it.